All right, let me get this photo off. And we are here. We are live. And I just blew right past it. There we go. Good evening, everybody. Hola, how are we doing? It's the three amigos with Ambitious joining us tonight. We're hanging out to kick off the weekend. It's Friday night. Actually, yeah, still technically, because it's still PM time in the East Coast at least. Hope you guys are having a great week. Ready to start the weekend. I'm just doing a couple things here. Everybody started, but the crew is all here. Big Hoss is here. Taskmaster Bill as well. How's everybody doing?
Awesome. Well, it's not awesome. Montreal has now officially been eliminated. So,
okay. Well, we can. Oh wait, where's our? Oh, we don't have a baby crying sample. We need that one there. So we get it. We get it. It's fine. Yeah. You know who's still in it though? Who's still in it, Bill?
Las Vegas Golden Knights.
Indeed.
Or do you like the Carolina Panthers?
No, I'm Vegas bound, so they're probably going to win it this year, I think. So, and how about them Colorado Avalanche? Where are they at now? That's right.
Don't fucking shit talk, fucker.
Hey, I can't help they lost. They got swept badly too, man. Jeez.
Don't start something you can't fucking finish, dude.
Oh well, you know something about that, don't you? Oh wait, never mind. So,
where's the dominatrix?
Yeah. Well, no, actually, he didn't finish. That was somebody. Anyway, so
we're going down a rabbit hole here.
Hey, it's party night. We're not even drinking yet. At least some of I'm not anyway. But we're gonna start things
tonight. I did last night.
Okay, well, we'll carry it into tonight. We can do that. But we do have some. We'll do some quick announcements, and we're gonna have some fun. We got some games, some things we're gonna do. We got some exciting announcements. One actually just popped in because I saw this on here, and so now we have something we want to solicit to you guys. So bear with us. If you go online and check out the company called W, it's an energy drink company. You can now, with our partnership there, use the promo code j&jproductionstudios. You'll get 10% off of your order. All those proceeds will help us, and we put all of our efforts into our network there. So we'd appreciate that if you want to give us a hand there. And also get yourself some energy drinks. Up and coming new company are looking great. Great to partner with them. Glad they accepted our application. We appreciate that. Check it out today, though. You guys can go shopping on your own. If you guys want to buy a bunch of stuff, use that code. Go nuts. But that's out there. We have, let's go back. I had an order of sequences. We're working on a couple of other things we're doing. Oh, we do have, well, since we're doing Three Amigos, we want to announce this. We're going to talk about this probably in June. I think we're going to do this. We have another challenge on the table. So if you guys enjoyed the cinnamon challenge, now we have the lemon juice challenge. Where's my little, there it is. Who can hack it? Who can handle it? I know Bill's really excited about this one. So
this is going to be... doesn't bother me. I look forward to it.
What he says
like
now.
The lemon juice off the lemon bottle or the lemon juice off the lemon?
The lemon juice from like the bottles you get like in the kitchen, like you keep in the fridge. Your parents always have that little, cooking. Yep. And not lemonade either. It has to be straight lemon. You can suck on a lemon if you want, though. I'm not opposed to that, but
yeah.
However you get your fixation.
It's ultra concentrated.
That's nasty.
That's what she said. But yeah, we're gonna do that probably in June.
That's what Big
Hoss said.
That's right. Yeah. Well, good thing we're not doing it tonight because I don't think Big Hoss would want to do it tonight. But we're gonna do that probably in the next couple of weeks. We're coming into June, believe it or not. So summertime might be a great kickoff for a summer drink. So who will win and who will puke? Somebody has to puke on the air at some point. I'm banking on it. I don't know who it is. I have a pretty good idea, but you would puke.
Well, the cinnamon one. The cinnamon
I didn't puke.
You blew stuff into the bathroom.
I inhaled it into my esophageal tube, and so it was making me it was all going up for my sinuses. I don't think I would have puked. I just I had to get it out because it was floating in the air, and then it stuck to my bronchial tubes, which made it worse. So
all these big ass terms.
Yeah, I know. Well, trust me. You think about that real quick, and your life is flashing before your eyes, and you're hacking up cinnamon powder everywhere. So, but we have that going on. We have a couple new shows in the works. One of which is an old favorite that we've been talking about, and now we have legs to it. So we're gonna start with this one here, and whoever wants to jump in. But look what we have. We want to do a late show. We have something we've been planning to do. We wanted to do. It's been sitting there forever. So now, because somebody so graciously offered there.
Well, I think we should.
We found someone to host it.
The lovely Miss Amber can introduce herself and the podcast.
That's a good photo. I like it.
Very alluring.
Yeah. Right down to the detailer.
I love it.
Is that an appropriate word? Alluring?
Alluring. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah. That's going to be, well, it's going to be really up to you. It could be anything from late night talking, guests on, could be.
Well, our lovely host here, or I guess you could say hostess, whichever. She is a beauty because she's got lots of opinions. She's not afraid to say them.
Yep. Unfiltered, uncensored. Yep.
She'll kill you with kindness, but she's got
you hope
lots
that's
of
the only
ideas.
thing.
So I mean, I don't know. Maybe she's more of a Medusa. I don't think so though. So if you have any weird, are you an insomniac? Are you a trucker? Are you somebody who just can't sleep? And give Amber a call and have yourself a grand old time.
Never know what could happen. Just saying. It's one of those. Well, it's the
happen? It's a podcast.
Well, late night one, you never know. I mean, hey, if Howard Stern didn't teach us anything, I mean, you know.
Yeah, but Howard Stern was on at 8 a.m, not at 4.
No, he moved to late night for a while.
1 o'clock in the morning too. Don't forget that.
He went. I was gonna say he went really early. Yeah, he went.
In his earlier days.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
His earlier days, he was on at all different hours.
Yep. So that's why I say anything could happen. So that's coming up there. We have a couple others we're working on. We have a new project too we're gonna do, and I created this. Actually, Bill whipped this up today, so thank you. We'll announce this. We're working on details, but. We have the What's Up Bro Music Studio, and that's another podcast kind of featuring more music vein, arts, artistic things, collabing, creating, talking about anything music, really. It's something I've been wanting to do for a while. I had this on the back burner and wanting to do it, and I think now is a great opportunity to bring this out. So once we get more...
I was going to say, if you are a musical creator, if you are a performer, are you somebody that helps behind the scenes? Are you a guitar tech, a drum tech, somebody involved with makeup or stage arranging? All of that. We would love to hear from you.
Anything on that? Yep, that fits. This is the show for you. So we're going to orchestrate that. We'll give you more details as they come, but that's coming up on the pike. So that's there as well.
If you're a young band trying to get some publicity, give us a shout.
Did you say a young man?
And I know a lot of people that do music.
Hence why I figure we'll have a category just for them. So there we go.
I mean, it's not just rock, or it's not just hip hop, or not just country or folk or whatever you're into. There's lots of types of musical genres, and we'll listen to them all.
Let's see, what else do we have? And then I think lastly, we are going to be releasing a schedule. That's my last. Now that I have everything else done, I'm going to be typing up the schedule bit for shows. We got that ironed out. We have a few other things coming up. And we are going to announce this one. This is the party show. We are really eagerly excited. This actually, I'm thinking maybe for the lemon juice challenge, if we can get the stuff, I'm thinking about ordering this so we have it, but we might have a special guest for the lemon juice challenge. I think,
look at those bowling balls. Holy jeez.
I'm considering paying extra for the breast forms just to make sure they fit you coming in.
Big boobies.
We're gonna get some pasties. We're gonna get the real, like, he'll be sitting there squeezing himself the whole time.
No, I think all he needs is some of the black electrical tape. Put an X over them.
We could do, or like the push-up bra. That might be enough to tape them together.
But he's got to get the boob tape that keeps them together.
Oh, I got a whole list. We'll order that. That's not a problem.
You might even need some personal lubricant.
Yeah, you don't want friction burn there.
Yeah, you don't want friction marks.
Yep. Oh, we'll have to. Now the problem is you're gonna have to get one of your friends or one of your neighbors to help tape you in place though, because we're not gonna be there. So there is that. Do you have somebody that can help you? Are you there, by the way?
Yes, I'm here. What do I gotta tape in place?
Huh? Or
Your boobs.
you want to have a natural look. You want to have those, you know. We can
You
create
gotta
all
look very
natural.
aggressive.
You gotta
Yeah,
be
you
able
want
to,
that.
you got to be able to stop traffic with your headlights.
Yeah. So you want all natural looking titties. And in order to do that, you might have to tape up a few things. But you
Or
might be able to
down.
do it.
Or
I think you could.
down.
Well, I wouldn't say tape it down unless you really want to, but
What did the drag queens? What did the drag queens do with their appendage?
tuck it,
They tape it. They tuck it.
tape and tuck. Yep.
I guess you get used to walking with it stuck to your.
You
inner
pull it.
thigh.
You pull it back up through the rear crack, and you sit it right in there and tape it down.
That is, you're
Lord
offending
help
part
me.
of our audience already. We're only 5 minutes in.
I'm not saying untrue. That's you know.
I don't know. I honestly, that's an area of the world I am not very familiar with.
We need a
I
guinea
am
pig
not-
though, Bill. If you want to volunteer, I'll help you do it.
I am not judgmental in terms of I don't care what sexuality are, what you like in music, or I don't care.
I'll help you. Listen. You just drop your drawers. I'll tape you down. Don't worry about it. It's all
I've
good.
never been to a what do they call those kind of shows? Cabaret. I've never
Cabaret
been to
or drag show.
drag shows. No.
There's a first time for anything though.
Mainly because I think I can sing as well as they can. Why are they on stage?
Because they show their tits and everything else. You won't do that. So if you start taking off, you want to start stripping on the air. Of course, we're on YouTube right now, so you can't do that. But if you I'm just saying.
Well, I'll have to stand way at the back so that everything fits.
Yeah, don't.
Shut up, Bill.
Wow.
Go into HR.
Yeah.
Wow. I don't think we have a camera lens that wide enough for that.
You
wow.
know what they say, Dutch is much.
You're going to fucking HR, Bill. That's all I'm gonna say.
He's gonna live at HR. I got a whole folder on him.
Oh, are you gonna spank me?
Sexual harassment to Big Hoss.
Yeah.
Sexual harassment to Big Hoss.
Yeah.
Hoss is being sexually harassed.
How can he be sexually harassed with a boner?
No clue.
Wow.
It happens.
All right, where's my folder? Wait a
It
minute.
happens.
Okay, I'll give myself a 2-day timeout.
Let's see. All right, that's one for Bill. That's one for. Let's see.
What are you eating?
Let's see. Okay, we're
Hoss,
good.
what are you eating? It
What is
doesn't
that? Is
have
that
bacon
toast?
on it.
Is it toast?
It's toast with.
Just remember, go slowly with that.
Yeah, bacon. I wouldn't think bacon.
I would
be
not
great.
eat bacon at this point.
I'm
Yeah.
not eating bacon. No, it's toast with garlic.
You'll be going right back to where you were last night.
Toast with garlic?
Bacon.
Oh, speaking of that, do I have them on here? I do. Oh, since we bring it up, I have to do some editing. I got a bunch of stuff. You guys know we do have a merch store. I'm going to put some stuff in. We have some new stuff. Since we brought it up, yeah, some new designs you can find in the merchandise store.
I
want that shirt. I want that hoodie. I want the hoodie.
We have there are those in there.
I want to try out that AI tool that I found and seeing if I can make some better ones.
Oh, that's right. We didn't tell Amber that one. That's a fun story. So we'll leave it-
You can pass her off.
Different.
So let's just say we'll put it this way: Taskmaster Bill discovered a dark website where he can actually make more explicit imaging, if you will. So we might get some more updated, better graphics there that we couldn't use because this one doesn't allow certain censorship. So we might have circumvented ourselves around that. So that could be fun.
It could be, but I can't figure out a way to change the faces. I can show nipples, but I can't show different faces.
Lord.
Just to give you an idea, yeah, this is going to be, yeah. So, case in point, if you ever go over to Bill's house, we don't want to see your web browser history because it's almost as bad as, you're crashing, your hard drive's crashing somewhere.
Actually, my web browser history is actually pretty clean. Unless you don't
I don't believe that.
Unless you don't like fantasy baseball sites or.
Oh, is that what they're calling
I'm pretty sure
it
you
now?
got OnlyFans and fucking Pornhub on your browser.
Well, he
I've
was
never
exploring
been
the
to
feet pick
OnlyFans.
thing too. You could have the feetfinder.com.
Yeah,
You could
feet
have
finder.
yeah.
I would love to model feet on there. Does anybody actually pay for that stuff?
Yeah.
I don't
All right,
know. I
enough
ain't
with the
trying to
sound
find
effects
out
there,
either.
Nancy.
It is time for the hit of the day.
Yeah, just take it slowly. We're gonna be dragging your rear end to the hospital again.
No, I'll be fine.
Yeah. Famous last
you
words
say
there,
that
Custer.
now.
As he says
Yeah.
it now, exactly.
All right, well, we're gonna do this on the air. We're gonna witness this. Go ahead. I would puff slowly though.
Hold on.
That's what she said.
Giggity. He's gotta chug it first.
Say hello,
I hope that's like soda.
Probably. All right, light it up, warm it up.
Okay, because you're back, only 8 seconds.
Only 8 seconds.
Okay.
Here we go. This can't go. What could possibly go wrong here?
What?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7.5,
What?
7 3/4.
Oh, here it comes. Look how beautiful that is. Oh,
Somewhere over the
I can almost see the spit shot. Look at that.
Amber's never witnessed one of Jace's coughing fits.
Not a good one. See if he hacks up something. Hold
I
on.
know you watched him, but now
Let's see how wet it gets.
At an intimate level here of seeing him do it.
We gotta see the mucus come out. Wait a minute. Here it comes.
I didn't.
I don't want to see the mucus. TMI, bro. TMI.
He's good. Look at that. He lived. How do you feel?
Do you have a sense of
another
stomach?
day. A little bit, yeah.
Okay.
I don't like blood. I can tell you that much. Blood makes me fucking throw up.
That gives me an idea for Halloween. But he's still going. Hold on. Here it comes. Here it comes. Wait. It's gonna get wet. Wait a minute.
That's what she said.
Yep.
I was just wiping my nose. You're
just proving my point. It got awfully wet, didn't it?
No, I was just wiping my nose.
He doesn't get the one. Yeah, you got it. Yep.
Hello.
You got that grip going on there.
You get that nasal, yeah. Suck it back. Wait, oh. You still got some more. Wait. Are you good now?
What the hell?
I hope.
Okay, now Uncle Jace, Captain Cannabis, whatever we're calling him. Tell us your story about pee.
Oh.
Who?
Hold on.
Got a story about
story time.
Apparently, yeah.
I was supposed to tell
We
that.
got a story time.
I don't want to tell that. I don't want to tell that one on air.
We'll just change the names a bit. We don't have to get too specific.
Okay, so.
So his name is Case.
I went.
Hold on, here we go.
I went to Sturgis, and after a night of party, I wake up the next morning. And
I like it so far.
I like
it. My friend told me to go into his tent and grab something.
Okay.
Well, I go into his tent, and immediately I just happened to trip over the edge. Well, what I fell into was some liquid, and turns out he had given his girlfriend a
golden shower.
A golden shower the night before.
Oh,
and I had fell in the leftovers. And I was so fucking pissed. I was so.
And you put your hand in it?
Fucking pissed.
He fell in it.
No, I fell in it.
First in it, yeah.
I fell in it.
What did it taste like, Jason?
I tripped over the ledge of the tent, you know.
And you fell face first into it, yeah.
And I fell into it, and my hands went in it, and it splattered all over me. I knew what it was too, and I'm just like, oh no.
Did you go shower though?
I did go shower.
Probably a few times. You realize it probably just wasn't pee too, right?
In it?
Yeah, it was probably more than pee.
I went and showered.
Okay, like 10 seconds after, 2 seconds after, or like
He let it
right
marinate.
away. Like I got up and I went to the shower.
He ripped his clothes off and he just like,
okay.
I'm going in the shower. But you realize that was more than just pee, right?
I don't want to think about that, you fucking asshole.
Was it creamy?
I don't fucking want to know. But I don't want to fucking think about it, you fucking asshole.
I don't want to know either. But that was disgusting.
Or was it just pre-cum?
I hope that's not your friend no more.
It was disgusting. It was disgusting.
Well, I was gonna say,
Well,
I was thinking
if he's
more on
still your
if he's doing
friend-
it for her, she might have, women tend to do that too. Not
What?
that, but
Where are you going with this, Justin?
I think I'm
So
gonna
is he
stop right
still your
there. Yeah.
friend? Because I wouldn't be friends no more if I just put my hands in there.
Ooh.
Well, that's how you know you're a good
friends,
friend.
but we
though.
don't
I can't
talk
be friends
very
no more.
often.
Yeah.
Your stories
We're
are
friends,
great.
but we don't talk very
Yeah, he's
often. We
dead.
kind of see
He
each other
done.
in public, and we just go the other
Done.
way.
You don't trust to be alone privately with him, right? That's what you're saying.
Yeah,
Totally
no,
understandable.
I
Is
don't
he
want to
the
be alone
Mr.
privately with
Bean?
him. I'll see him in public, but no.
Why didn't you tell us
Hold on,
that?
wait, is that
How do
Mr.
we not
Bean?
hear these things before? Like you say, you got. I know you got more in your dark notebook somewhere. You're not sharing all
Okay,
this stuff.
Jace, here's what I want from you. In 15 minutes, I want you to tell us a funny story none of us have heard before. Something happened in
Have you
high
heard my
school.
mushroom story, camping mushroom story?
You can do that if that's a good one. I don't know. Did you take your clothes off and run with raccoons? I don't know. What did you do?
It's funnier. It's funnier than that.
Oh, Jesus.
It's funnier than that.
Let me just give you a sneak peek. Imagine,
Please don't.
those rocking things
Please
that
don't.
on springs
My
that they
eyes.
put at parks.
Where the
Yeah,
kids
at
are
the
on
kiddie
like
parks. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, imagine my fat ass shoved into a boat like that.
Whee!
Just rocking back and forth on mushrooms. I'll just leave you with that. And I'll
Yeah,
tell you
because like
the
only up to
story.
age like
Should I
6,
tell
and
you
you're
the
like what,
story
20
now?
something?
Should I tell you the story now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Sure.
All right.
Go ahead.
All right. So I went camping with the same friend,
Shocker.
and we did a bunch of mushrooms. This is a way before the Sturgis trip. We did a bunch of mushrooms, and I decided I'm going to take a walk before they kick in.
He
Well,
totally didn't hear that either.
What?
Nothing. You didn't hear what she said. You didn't hear what she
What
said.
did you say?
Let's put it this way. She was saying that you guys did more than just play at the playground, if you know what I'm saying.
Shut up. No. No.
Okay, so
Anyway.
you're taking a walk.
Anyways, I decided I was going to take a walk before the mushrooms kicked in. And
Amber's on twice.
I canceled myself out of the show.
Let me read the other one. There we go.
Sorry, keep
You're
going.
good.
So
And
My bad. I was
kicked-
laughing
I
too hard and canceled myself out the show.
It's
I
okay.
decided I was going to take a walk before the mushrooms kicked in, and I find myself at a park, and I get in one of those rocking things, and I'm rocking back and forth, and all of a sudden the park ranger comes up, and he goes, "Sir, what are you doing?" And I go, "Hold on, I can't hear you. Let me roll my boat over to you." And I act like I'm rolling it over, and to which point he goes, "Sir, what do you want?" And I go, "Nothing." And he goes, "Well, I'm going to walk you back to your campsite. I don't want to do the paperwork because this is a lot of paperwork. So I don't want to do the paperwork. So I'm just
If
gonna
he
walk
only
you back to
knew.
your campsite and say,
You slept with the park ranger?
I didn't sleep with nobody.
You remember, though. You were on shrooms.
She's fitting in well.
The park ranger took me back to my campsite and told my friends to not let me leave the campsite.
I'm sure he took you somewhere.
Shut
I'm
up.
surprised though. Like up here, you would get a fine at the provincial park. You didn't get a fine?
No, I didn't get a fine.
Interesting. See, this is the thing. I keep saying this, and yet we still. I bet you there's more stories that we don't know about. I'm afraid to ask what's in your diary because.
Do you have you know what? Tell us some high school stories. You gotta have some good high school stories.
Think about it for a minute. I can tell you.
maybe,
I'll do one. I can do a
maybe you
good one.
sat in the back of your class and during an exam and let a big fart go or something. Something.
Oh well, while he thinks about that, I can tell you a good one. I'll tell you the time I fell in dog shit.
I got one.
Okay,
I was
hold
in
on.
class one day.
Let Sam say his.
Okay. Yeah, hold on. I'll do mine. Mine's a quick one. Then you can do yours. Actually,
what she said.
I don't know. Here's an idea. What you tell me what's worse: stepping on a slug barefoot or falling face first into dog shit? And I'm talking like golden retriever, like big stuff.
I'll take I would rather step on whatever than have my nose in dog shit.
Yeah, that and the worst part of that story is I went down with my hands, and you know how you get stuff under your fingernails, the smell kind of is there even after you wash your hands.
As long as you didn't lick your fingers.
Oh God, no! I almost vomited right there. So, yeah. Okay, go ahead. What happened in high school now? Tell us about your high school. Is this before puberty?
Shut up! It has nothing to do with that.
Keep going.
So one day
is it
we
younger?
were
you older? Like where?
I was probably 14.
Is this grade 11, grade 10, grade 9? What is it?
I was probably 14.
Oh, grade 9.
I was in middle school.
Okay.
And this kid fell asleep in class, and we tried everything to wake him up. Everything. Making loud noises, scaring him, throwing shit at him, doing whatever.
Not through it all.
Anyways, he would not wake up until at some point we're all sitting there doing our paperwork, and he farted so loud it scared him awake.
Oh my Jesus.
I'll tell you, when I was in elementary school, I think it was grade, 5 or 6. I think it was grade 6. Me and two of our buddies, or three of us, we used to play the fart game, where we would count how many we did during the day, but you had to have a witness. Or it didn't count. So during recess or during math class, I got my boat to. I got to see that.
Is that back when Thomas Edison invented the light bulb? Is that when you went to school back then?
No, but it was horse and buggy.
Okay. All right.
But I will tell you how old I am, though. Do you remember that scene in Fast Times at Ridgemont High when the teacher brings in the paper, they smell it, and when I was at the Catholic school in one of my earlier schools, we had that. We could. The sheet would be warm. It would have it would either be blue or black or red, and maybe it bled a little.
Well, okay.
I also did watch some films, not all, but some films on reel to reel.
What else did you experiment in high school?
You guys.
That's okay. We can hear you though. We just thought you were kind of scared of all the stories.
In high school, I was honestly not that popular a guy. I hung out with a
That's not what I said.
I hung out with I had the lowest grades of all my friends. Like my friend Steve had a 93 average coming out of high school, and he didn't get to his university of choice.
Wow, and yet you got to be an educator, but yet you were the lowest in your class. That's interesting.
Well, no, I didn't say class. I said of my friends. Half of them ended up being doctors or engineers. Here I am getting a fucking history degree.
You know what they say? If you can't be a doctor or a lawyer, you become a teacher. So
I always say, who wants my job? I never get too many volunteers.
I honestly, I thought about it one time. I'm like, I don't think I have the patience to.
And that's I could deal with the kids and handle the class management and all that kind of. It's all the other staff members or higher ups that I was I didn't get along well with. Let's put that.
There we go. Oh, that's right. We do.
I'm the most laid back guy,
I just forgot. We're gonna do this now, real quick too. We'll take just a short breather. We want to promote this. We have a new one too, but we haven't played it on this show yet. So we do want to shout out to one of our sponsors here because we have a new commercial for that. I don't think Big Hoss has heard this commercial yet either.
I've heard it. Sounds good.
Yep. So we'll throw it out here real quick.
Is this the world debut? The world debut of this ad?
Well, this is the original one. It aired on the other show. I downloaded the newer one, but I haven't edited it to put it in here yet. Actually, you know what? I could do that. Well, no, I don't want to freak anybody out because I'll have to come into the studio. It's a whole thing. Oh wait, no, I can do that. Wait a minute. Hang on. Hold that thought.
Say hello, Mary Lou. Goodbye, heart. Oh, we lost Amber. She must have fallen into the fire.
No, I think there's some glitching there. Hold on. Let me just see. I think I can get this in. Wait a second.
That's what she said. Did you ever get to the point in a joint where you're not sure if there's nothing left in there and it's just the paper burning, or there might be a couple puffs left? I'll err on the side of caution and just smoke it till I don't think it's there.
Gee, I hope nobody heard that.
What?
Nothing.
My mom won't doesn't even know how to turn the computer on, so I don't have to worry about that.
I was talking about what I just did, but yeah, hang on.
Oh, having to do with a certain rare coin shop.
Let's say a rare bodily function. We'll put it that way.
Oh, rare bodily function.
Let me see. I think I downloaded it.
That is not where my head was at all.
Giggity. Hang on. Hang on a sec.
I wonder if there's ever been an adult film where somebody put their head into a certain female orifice. I wonder.
Oh yeah, I'm sure there has been. Okay, so Amber said she'll be back. She's on a bad signal, so she's gonna try to come back in a bit. All right.
No worries.
Whoa.
What? What are we looking at here? What's got you speechless? You froze, Sam. What's going on?
Hang on. I'm trying to figure out if this download. All right, I'll play with it later. Let's do the original one here. Let's see.
Shit, I have to go get my cord.
Perfect timing. I can give you a little. Just let me mute you though.
If
you guys are in need of some extra income opportunities, we got the answer for you right here, and we are going to let the commercial speak for itself. But check it out. Proud sponsor of, if it comes on, the What's Up Bro podcast show. There it is. I don't know why StreamYard is being such a pain in the ass. There we go. Here's the best way to do it. So enjoy this little commercial here for that one, and we're going to get set up, and we'll be right back. I think I have it on here. Do I have it on here? Bet you I don't have it on this one. Oh, I don't have it on this one. Do I? Now, wait. Mother of Betsy. Oh, here it is. Oh, for the love of... Let's see. Hang on. What can I take off of here? We'll leave that on. We'll leave that on. We can take me off of there. Will that do it? There we go. All right, as soon as this loads, we'll this take two. Here it comes. Hang on. Well, hello, darling. Well, hello, darling. Let me take the screen off. I think Big Hoss is... You're muted? You're not muted, right?
No.
Okay. Why is this being... Okay. This is... Oh, my God. It's uploading. As I said, now that everything else is pretty much done, I'm going to be doing some studio edits so that I can make sure each has the same track. We do have this uploaded. Why is this a thing? Oh, you piece of...
Who took my mic off?
I did. Trying to get this to load here.
Do you have any software that can chop it into those 60-second sound bites or 35-second sound bites, or do you have to physically edit it yourself?
Just like
if you wanted to
like the commercial thing.
Yeah, or if you just wanted to make short vids to throw onto social media.
Yeah, I think there's one I have on here somewhere. I can clip it.
Is there a free
I'm gonna play with that.
A video like Audacity is for audio.
I think there is. Yeah, I just have to find it somewhere there. Okay, finally. Now here we go. I'm gonna have you guys mute then real quick. Let's play this commercial again. Now that I got it downloaded, the things we don't have to do here. Let's see if this actually works. There we go. Okay, StreamYard's actually working now. There's that. Speaker off. All right, enjoy this quick commercial here, and then we're gonna get right back into it. Here we go.
Are you looking for some extra cash? Are you wondering if that old jewelry or coin collection sitting around is valuable? Then visit Borger's Rare Coins and Fine Jewelry. Call or text owner Jeff at 973-390-4606 for a free evaluation, no pressure to buy or sell consultation, and answer any questions that you have. Also, be sure to visit BorgersRareCoins.com for further detailed information, as well as buying and selling directly online. In business for more than 50 years, Borgers knows the true value of not only precious metals, but their customers as well. A small, independently owned establishment that offers that family quality feel. You'll be absolutely thrilled with your experience. Don't delay. Contact Borgers today. Located in Hellertown, Pennsylvania, and proud sponsor of the What's Up Bro podcast show. We hope to see you there.
And that we say on this podcast, we appreciate that, and they have business there as well. Okay, now this will go off. I don't know why StreamYard is being a pain in the batucus. There we go. I think at this point we can start some fun stuff, and then we'll see if we can get Amber back in it. But where do you want to start? Since Taskmaster Bill was compiling a bunch of stuff.
Haven't we been having fun?
Well, okay, I meant a different kind of fun that we actually.
Oh, okay.
We could. Let me take my clothes off. Oh no, not that kind of fun. Oh.
Well, no. This is as much fun as you can have with your clothes on. That's the logo of the show.
Yeah. Right. Okay.
Yeah. I was just reading. Anybody out there that's a sports fan? I think most of the countries announced their World Cup rosters today. So I was just checking to see who made it for Canada and who got cut. Because I think it starts as June 11th, the World Cup. I think it's June 11th.
Probably something like that. Oh, let me get a screenshot of this. Hang on a second, and then we'll start playing. Let me see.
Okay. Oh, it appears we have dead air right now. Okay, so I'll keep everybody happy. So
I'm back.
Okay, I was just gonna.
I took the photo and then I forgot the.
Okay, I was gonna give them tales of the Canadian soccer team.
I'm gonna. Oh, thank God! I saved everybody just in time. Let me add this here. I'm gonna send this to Bill for later. If you want to, I don't know if you can doctor this up. Can you? Is it just? I took a screenshot of our. This is kind of the account there. It does show the 10%. I don't know if you can play with this for ChatGPT if you want later. I'll just do this for now if we can. And for Pete's sake. All right, let's take that one off since back.
Pete Townsend.
He's gonna have he's the one carrying the sledgehammer here.
Pete Maravich.
So I'll send you this. If you want to come up with a better design, you can. Let me see if I can flash this here. I'm not sure how it's gonna look.
I'm in the Three Amigos cast chat. Is that where you're going to give it, or are you going to give it right to me?
Oh, I'll give it to you.
That's what she said.
But that's the photo. I might take a cleaner shot. I don't know if you can work with that. It's on the screen there. Hold
on. It's on the screen. Let me see. Hold on.
It's right here on the show. Yeah.
Oh. Sorry, what did you want me to think about?
I don't know if we can clean it up and make a better promo poster with ChatGPT. This is I can try to send you the link to this. This is the page here. I'm not sure if there's an actual page.
Send me the photo, and I'll see what I can do later.
Okay. I'll also send you the.
If you have a link, send that as well.
I have the link. Yeah, that might take you there. I might also, if you want to pull something off the W site, but that's our code there for W, the energy drink.
I've actually got the W site as one of the tabs right now. So.
Okay. But yep, you guys can check that out. The coupon code 10% off. If you use the code j&jproductionstudios, you'll get 10% off of your order. Check it out today. So we'll do a better promo poster for that later. But that's just a rare thing. I just happened to see it. So I'm like, you know what? Why not? We're looking for sponsorships anyway. So why the heck not? And also it has our code from the studio, but we're going to use that for Airway Kingdom Network too. That's going to all go into that. So that's just, that's the thing. Okay. But I mean, if you want your own code too, Bill, you can put that in for if you want to do MMSNS or something.
Oh, okay. MMSS, music, movie, sports, and stuff. My wonderful podcast. If you like me, yeah, we can try for the sponsorship. If you have the link, send it to me.
I'll send it. You just have to fill out the form, and then you have to verify your email and the whole blah 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 blah.
Okay.
So, but all the proceeds, either way, all the proceeds go to benefit the network. So we're all working together anyway. But if you each want to have your own code, maybe the more codes we get, the better chance for that.
But to be completely transparent to anybody watching, the money just goes into the show production.
Yeah, that's basically all we've ever done, and everybody else, when we started the network, everybody had the same vibe and the feel. So there's really no trade-off per se there.
I'm wearing a heavy metal T-shirt with a bleach stain on the bottom with track pants. The money ain't coming in.
Let's not make it too sexy now.
I'm not even gonna say it.
I'm glad you don't, because I don't want to say it either, but I was thinking it. Let's see, did it go on my bar? It did. Perfect. Yeah, so check it out. It's a new upcoming company. I'm going to do some research on it. It was one of those things that just kind of flashed on. I'm like, you know what? We're looking for a sponsor. Why not? Let's just see what happens. And that basically tells you, we'll let you know within 15 minutes of your application. So there you go. Okay. Oh, yeah. Anyway, we're about to do games. Sorry, go ahead.
Games. Yeah. So
or whatever you have, something there.
Okay. Well, I will give my two esteemed colleagues a choice.
Okay.
I have a unique, quirky, interesting, trending story. I have higher or lower, and I have multiple trivia that you can choose amongst. So,
what do you think, Captain Cannabis? Yeah. Marco.
What?
Say it again.
The dick said what?
That's like the old school days. You're not wrapping the ruler on his desk. You're taking it out and wrapping it.
What'd you say?
Okay, so for the fun activity next, I have trending, unique, funny headlines or news stories. I have a game called High or Low, which means I'll give you a scenario and they'll give you an answer, and you have to say whether it's higher or lower. Okay, he wants that.
Well, what's the third? We hear the third one.
No, the third one is trivia. And the trivia, listen to the two categories I created: chocolate or mobster movies.
First one.
Okay.
But did you want to do the high or low game first because you never played it?
Yeah, I don't mind. We can do that first.
Justin did that last week.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. And we miss you, Amber. Unfortunately, your internet does not seem to be cooperating with us.
But if you get back, we're still here, so take your time.
Yeah, I completely understand dealing with that stuff. Okay. You know what? We may have time to do it all. I don't care.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go to the high or low. There's 15 questions. What I envisioned, when I first put this down, is you each get 7, and then there's a tie break if there's more than that.
Perfect.
So do you want me to rotate them, or does the first person do all 7 and then the next guy does? And you know what? Let's rotate it.
I was gonna say that way we keep track of the score, and then
Yeah. Keep track of your own score. I ain't keeping track.
we'll keep track. Yeah, I'll keep track of mine. Nancy's got to keep track. Or, I mean, Big Captain Cannabis has to keep track of his. So
I will go to you first, Sam, because he can see the type of question and how you answer it.
Fair enough.
So I just called it higher or lower pop culture edition. So whatever AI considers pop culture in the last 20 years or whatever, I don't know. So the number one category is Taylor Swift albums.
Oh, God.
But you don't have to, it's not like they're going to ask you what the third album is or something. Taylor Swift has released 10 studio albums. Is the real number higher or lower than 10?
That's tough. I'm actually going to say, I know she put out quite a few, but this is all time. I'm going to say it's a little bit, but I'm going to say lower.
Higher. She's done 11.
Oh. Right out of the gate.
She released The Tortured Poets Department as her 11th studio album. That must have been released recently.
Yeah, probably. Well, there goes that idea. Okay.
Oh, well. Number 2. So, Big Hoss, this is you. Homer Simpson's age. Homer Simpson is usually said to be 45 years old. Is his age lower or higher than 45?
More.
So you're saying higher?
Higher? Lower. It's actually only 39 years old. Must be the donuts.
Wow. Nope.
Okay, so number 3, Sam, back to you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the Fast and Furious movies. There are 8 Fast and Furious movies. Higher or lower?
Oh. They're lower. I think Fast and Furious 7 was the latest one out.
Answer, higher, 11.
Dang it.
That includes the main films plus Hobbs and at this point, the cars are basically superheroes.
Huh.
Never heard of it. Okay,
right.
Mr. Cannabis, number 4, Friends. Friends ran for 12 seasons. Higher or lower than 12?
I think 12.
Well, you can't say it's got to be higher or lower. It can't be 12 exactly.
There's no equal. So it's higher or lower than lower. 10 seasons of coffee couches and Ross yelling we were on a break.
Yep.
Okay, so wow.
No score yet.
Number 5. So for Mr. Sam Crow, the topic is SpongeBob's first air date.
All right.
SpongeBob SquarePants first aired in 2003. Higher or lower?
Oh, I
didn't watch it when it came out.
I did. I'm gonna say a little bit lower. I think it was a little bit earlier than that.
Lower. Ding, 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 ding. SpongeBob has been absorbing chaos since 1999.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay.
You've got one, Mr. Crow.
All right.
So, Mr. Captain Cannabis, here you go. The topic is Harry Potter books. There are 9 original Harry Potter books. Higher or lower than 9? And I will give you a hint. And I would give this to you as well, Sam.
Mm-hmm.
It does not equate to the number of movies in the series.
Yeah, no.
It is lower.
It's lower. There's 7.
Mm-hmm.
There's 8 movies and roughly 400,000 arguments about houses.
Yep.
Okay, so this one is for Jace.
Okay.
It's Beyonce's Grammys, because I know you love Beyonce. I've seen you dance like her. This number 7. Beyonce has won 25 Grammy awards. Higher or lower?
Higher.
Okay, I'll give you 10 points if you tell me how many she has.
I don't know how many. I just know higher.
Just take a guess.
I want to say 23.
You said higher, then you said 23. You were right.
30.
Higher. She has 32.
Ooh, that's close. Okay.
I had no idea. I don't watch those shows, but that seems like an awful lot. Number 8, The Office seasons. So,
Yes.
Sam, the U.S. version of The Office ran for 7 seasons. Higher or lower?
Oh, it's definitely. Unfortunately, it wasn't as good, but it's higher.
Yes, they had 9 seasons.
But Steve Carell left at the end of the 7th season.
He left. Kathy Bates, was it?
She came on. Will Ferrell, and then it was.
Didn't Ricky Gervais make a cameo?
He made a cameo. What's his name? I can see his face. He played on The Blacklist. What's the heck's his name?
Not the gay guy, the Spanish guy.
No. And I gotta look it up now. It's gonna drive me freaking insane.
Okay, while you're looking that up, I will ask Big Hoss his question.
Go ahead.
Number 9, the topic is Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Oh.
Okay. The MCU has released 20 movies. Higher or lower than 20?
Higher.
Yes, you're correct. It has done 30 plus.
Now that I answered that, I got to cut out because I got to go use the bathroom.
Will you be back? I'm not trying to get personal. I just want to know
back. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Go ahead. I'll finish and then we'll come back. Yeah. Go ahead.
I'll try.
What we can do is
all right.
Well, don't rush yourself. Do what you got to do, and
take your time or hurry up.
It's like when you go to the hospital, you hurry up to slow down. You hurry. You get your spot to the next doctor, and then you got to wait for an hour and a half to see them. I'll just ask them to you, Sam.
Here you go. James Spader. That's who that was.
Oh, James Spader. Yeah, I remember that. James Spader always, no matter what role, he's great at being an asshole.
He played Robert California in The Office.
I remember him from Sex Lies and Videotapes.
Yep.
And what a dick he was in that film. Okay, number 10, Shrek movies. There are 6 main Shrek movies. Higher or lower than 6?
See, if that must include spin-offs or the.
They didn't specify in the answer.
I'm going to say lower.
Yeah, lower. It's 4.
I was going to say, yeah. There's no way.
4 main Shrek films. Maybe they didn't include the spin-offs.
I know they were going to do another one. I think, at least I thought I heard it anyway. But
Billie Eilish's age when Bad Guy came out. Must be one of her big songs.
Mm-hmm.
Billie Eilish was 22 years old when Bad Guy came out. Higher or lower?
That's a tricky one because my gut says lower just because I think she started younger too. But
all I know is she's a brunette who wears really loud loud red lipstick.
She was a brunette. She goes black and green last I saw her, but
yeah, I couldn't tell you a song by her. Now, that's not to say she's untalented. I'm sure she's a wonderfully talented singer. It's just not my genre.
I'll say lower.
Lower. Now, 5 bonus questions or bonus points. How old was she?
18.
Oh, she was 17.
See, I knew. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Now, this is a show I've never seen. Now, I've seen a couple clips, but I've never watched the whole episode. And despite the fact everybody told me to watch because there's nudity, I still didn't watch. Game of Thrones seasons. Yeah, I didn't. I don't. Fantasy is not my bag. Game of Thrones ran for 10. I play fantasy sports. That's what you're talking about, right?
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Game of Thrones ran for 10 seasons. Higher or lower than 10 seasons for Game of Thrones?
Based on the popularity, I'm going to say it was higher.
Lower. 8.
Dang it.
8 seasons. Some people are still emotionally processing the ending. Must have been a cliffhanger or a shocker. I don't know. Barbie movie worldwide box office. I never saw the Barbie movie. It didn't
Really?
appeal to me. It didn't appeal to
It was
me.
pretty good, actually.
A lot of people told me it was decent. So at some point I will see it. The Barbie movie made over 900. Sorry, the Barbie movie made $900 million worldwide. Higher or lower?
Oh, this is a hard one. I know it was a pretty big hit.
It was a pretty big hit, but
was it
was it Star Wars level big hit, or was it Men in Black?
I don't want to go higher with that because I feel like it's too much. I'm gonna say it's probably just a little bit, but I'm gonna say lower.
Higher. It made 1.4 billion.
Dang, I was right. I was gonna say 1.3. I was close. Oh shucks. All right.
Shucks. Shoodly doodly. Number 14. Mario's first appearance. First appearance.
Oh, Mario. Okay, got it. Okay.
Mario's first appearance in a video game was 1990. Higher or lower?
I believe that's lower.
For an extra point, what game did he first appear in?
Super Mario Brother.
It is in 1981. He was in Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong. Okay, yeah, that's right. Okay.
Okay, last question.
That's what they all say.
That's what they all say. Rihanna studio albums. Rihanna has released 12 studio albums. Higher or lower? I would not have a clue. She could sit across from me. I think she's a supply teacher. I would have no idea.
This is a 50-50 chance, and
12. Higher or lower than 12?
I'm gonna go higher.
You're gonna be wrong. She has.
Dang, yeah. Well,
Now, I know that Mr. Haas, if he comes back, will want to do the chocolate. How would you want to do mobster movies?
Yeah, we could do that.
Okay, because they're exciting. Either you really love mobster movies, in my opinion, or they're just meh. I don't love them. They're not my favorite form, but if they're done really well, they're fantastic. You're either going to be, or you're like, it's just a cheap gangster film. That's to me. But some of the greatest films of all time were gangster mobster films. So we'll see what they say. You ready? Are you ready? Hold on. You're cutting in and out for me.
Oh wait, hang on. Maybe it's the internet. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. You noticed we lost our friend, eh?
Which one?
Well, both of them.
Well, she may or may not be back. He might be back. Well, we know why he left, but go ahead.
Yeah, okay. So, number 1. In The Godfather, what is the name of the Corleone family patriarch? I got an offer you can't refuse.
I can't remember his name. I know, isn't that oh, I can't think of his name. It's not Don Giovanni, but
it's Vito Corleone.
Yeah.
Vito. Now, subsequent question. What actor played Michael Corleone in the Godfather trilogy?
Is that Robert De Niro?
I'll give you one more guess.
I can't remember. It's been a while since I've seen them. I couldn't guess.
Is it a hint if I say he's Italian? I guess he was in the mob.
Not really, no.
Really was Italian. I say he's one of the 2 most famous actors that are American of Italian descent.
Still couldn't tell you.
Al Pacino.
Oh, dang. I was going to go that route. Shoot. That's right. I forgot he is Italian, yeah.
Now, this film I really enjoyed, too. I haven't seen it forever, but a good film. In Goodfellas, what is Henry Hill's famous opening line about his childhood dream?
I'm not going to. It's been so long since I've seen that one. I couldn't even guess.
As far back as I can remember, I always wanted to be a gangster.
I should have went with that, yeah.
Number 4. What Martin Scorsese film stars Robert De Niro, Joe Pesci, and Ray Liotta?
Oh, Martin Scorsese.
He's another part of those Brian De Palma, George Lucas crowd.
I just can't think of the name of the film. I know I'm gonna kick myself, but yeah, I can't recall offhand.
Goodfellas.
I was gonna say that. Shoot, should have went with my gut.
Okay, number 5. In Casino, what Las Vegas casino does Sam Ace Rothstein run? I haven't seen it in 25 years.
MGM Grand.
The Tangiers.
That's one of the other ones. Yeah.
I'm joking. I wouldn't have had a clue. Number 6. What actor played Tommy DeVito in Goodfellas?
Was that that wasn't Robert De Niro, was it?
No.
Was that what's his
Hey, I'll give you a hint. In Goodfellas, he was killed because he wasn't really Italian.
Ray Liotta.
Joe Pesci.
Oh, dang it. I was going to go. He's not really Italian? Interesting.
Well, no.
The character.
Yeah. I'm pretty
sure. So he's
Italian
playing a non-Italian.
I guess. I think he was playing somebody of Jewish descent.
Or that. That's interesting. Okay.
But somebody that facially looked very similar. Could have been Portuguese, I guess.
For all we know, yeah.
Spanish. Number 7. In Scarface, what is Tony Montana's famous catchphrase before the final big shootout?
Say hello to my little friend.
Little friend. That I don't know if it's been broken, but it held the record for the most
for a long time. Yeah.
Or maybe the most total swear words.
Something like that. Yeah.
Something like that. Robert Loggia. I like his role in that film. It's yeah, it's an interesting film. When you see your sister naked and number 9 or number 8. What country is Tony Montana originally from in Scarface?
Ooh, what country?
Yeah, good film. I haven't seen Scarface in a while. Good one.
I'm gonna say I feel like it's a trick question. He's probably not from Italy.
No. I'll tell you a hint. He came over on a boat.
Good hint.
Well, in the last 50 years, how many people used a boat as the reason that they got there?
I'm gonna get Spain.
Cuba.
Okay.
Now, this wasn't one of the questions, but off the top of my head, do you remember the name of the actor who was his co-star?
In Scarface?
Yeah.
It's been too long since I've seen the film.
It might be his biggest film, but he was in lots of films.
Yeah, I can't recall him.
It was Stephen Bauer.
Stephen Bauer. Okay, yeah.
In The Untouchables, which famous gangster is being targeted by Elliot Ness?
I can't tell. It's been a while since I've seen it.
I saw it maybe 5 years ago. It was Al Capone.
Al Capone, okay.
And then, conversely, who played Al Capone in The Untouchables?
Let's see. Let me think. Oh, I want to try to get one of these here.
It's not surprising he played Al Capone. I'll just leave it at that.
Okay. Let me think. Hang on. I got a couple in mind. Oh, geez. Blah, 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 blah. Is it by chance Robert De Niro?
Robert De Niro, look at you for the $1 million question.
Well, Google always helps too. So.
Oh, and offhand, I can do this one offhand. Who played Elliot Ness? He was at his peak of his prime then.
It's I can see his face. I can't think of his name. The Scottish actor.
No.
What's his name though? It's gonna drive me nuts.
It's American.
Is it Daniel Craig?
He would have looked like Daniel Craig in 1989. It's Kevin Costner.
Kevin Costner. Yeah. Who's the other? Who am I thinking of? The Scott.
Maybe you're thinking like Michael Walken, Christopher Walken.
No. He played Indiana Jones. Played the dad. What's his? No, the Scottish actor. He played Bond, the original Bond. Sean Connery. Thank you. I couldn't think of his name. It's driving me nuts. Okay.
Is he still alive?
No, he died.
Did he die?
He died. Yep.
Oh, you got to see him in Zardos.
I have to check it out. Yeah, I think that's one I actually haven't seen. So
it's like he's wearing a diaper across his chest. Oh, it's terrible. No, the movie's really freaky. It's a freaky film. Number 11. What mob movie features the line "Leave the gun, take the cannoli"?
Is that The Godfather?
That's The Godfather.
Yeah, I thought I recognize that one. Yeah,
2 in a row. 12. In A Bronx Tale. I've never seen A Bronx Tale. That was Daniel Day-Lewis, right?
Yeah, I think that was
because he was also Gangs of New York, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And he is now retired from acting, hasn't he?
Yeah, I don't think he just won I think he just won an award, but yeah, he stopped.
Yeah, he pulled a Rick Moranis or a Jim Carrey. Like
he's coming back though. Actually,
he can be lured for some interesting role. It's not like he's too old or anything.
Rick Moranis actually is coming back.
No, he's coming back in Spaceballs. I know.
Spaceballs 2, yep.
I gave him all the credit in the world for what he did. He walked away at his peak to deal with his family, his wife.
Yeah. Daniel Day-Lewis retired from acting in 2017 following the release of the film Phantom Thread.
But if he had a good script come his way, he's probably in his late 60s.
He came out of retirement to act in the 2025 drama Anemone, which was directed and co-written by his son Ronan Day-Lewis.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yep. Well, if your son does that, yeah.
If it was, let's say, for example, one of the directors that had directed him what did he win? 2 Oscars?
He's 69, same age as my parents, actually. Wow.
So if the director from The Pianist said, "I've got a new film for you, and there's a spot if you want it."
You know what? I should buy. I have it on DVD. I'm going to buy another copy. You know what? I really liked him in, actually. This might not shock you because I love American history for that reason, but I loved his portrayal as in Lincoln.
Oh, Lincoln. Yeah. I mean, when I think of him, I automatically think of My Left Foot.
I always think of The Last of the Mohicans too, but.
Oh, Lost of Mohicans. Oh, yeah, that's him in like the tan leathers and yeah. Yep. Okay.
Can we get it on here? Let me just see. Sorry, no, not the book, the movie. There it is.
No. Yeah, no. It's about a 2-hour movie.
I could see. I'm debating if I keep my Amazon account, do I just buy it on here and stream it?
Like buy the. I would just rather have the DVD.
I do too, but apparently, can you not?
Or is it out of print, or it's been out of print for a while, that kind of thing?
No, it's only like. Let me go back.
You could probably get it at your work, and with your group discount or your company discount.
You know what's funny though is they actually don't. Most companies now are doing away with DVDs now. I think it's because online streaming is really taking over. Like I'm one of those old school. I'm not as old as you, but like you buy all the DVDs you can off of whatever the latest. Unless it just comes out.
Like I don't, not because I don't appreciate it or agree with it. They would just collect and collect and collect. I don't have the room for them all.
Well, I've got like 600 DVDs, if that tells you anything.
At one point, I had a whole whack of them. And then when I got together with Jen, the collection doubled and,
So answer me, because it's on sale. That's why I was going to say, answer me this. I might actually buy it. It's on sale on multi-format. I can get Blu-ray and DVD actually right now. Well,
do you have a machine that's capable of playing Blu-ray?
I have a portable Blu-ray player.
Oh, then there you go. If it's the same price, go for the higher quality.
Because it's right now it's 42% off. It's $11.64 for both Blu-ray and DVD. Whereas the DVD is 18 and Blu-ray by itself is 20.
You do what your heart thinks is right.
I'm gonna add that to my
There you go.
I just as a little tidbit for me, so people, when I like certain books, I've got about 1 million different books have saved the same copy. I am one of those. I like to have extras.
In case you lose it or burn it or whatever.
Well, why does it say I can buy it? It says temporarily out of stock. The frick? Well, then why is it on sale?
Well, that's why they're out of stock. It was on sale.
Can I proceed to? Let me see what happens if I can proceed to checkout. Like it says it's on sale. So what the frick?
It could literally have sold.
Oh, I could order it.
Oh, can they rain check it?
I don't want to put too much more on my credit card, but I'll put this on because they won't charge me until it comes in. Because it says I can place the order now, and then they'll notify me when it's available.
Yeah, that's a smart thing. Yeah.
Because my fear is not that I want to add more to my credit line, but since it's on this, because by the time it comes back, the sale probably will go away.
Probably.
Because I can place the order one business day. Because it could be off for a while. Who knows? I'm gonna place the order. It was a good movie though.
It's one of those things you'll forget about it, and all of a sudden it'll show up at your door.
I'm like, where did my credit card ding? I actually had that. I always freaked out. Like, did I get scammed for something? Like, oh no, that was because I ordered.
That was a pre-order.
Yeah, because it could take a while. You know what? Actually, I'll share this, and then we'll get back to some fun here. But one thing I did order. Now I'm a purveyor of a lot of books, which annoy people. I have enough books I could probably build a third house. But one book I didn't get, and I've been interested, and I actually found it. I didn't think it was in print anymore. Well, I didn't think it was in print. Of all the history books that I have, there's one. I'm a big strategy. I play a lot of strategy games, specifically military, like the Civil War, American Revolution for that one there. So you're from, no, I'm not sure. You have a history degree, so you should know this. If you don't know this, then shame on you. But you do know what linear tactics are, right?
It's when you're fighting on the ground.
Close. That's the tactics of the Napoleonic warfare, marching in columns, marching in rows of musket warfare. Yep. But there's a book actually that I purchased. It was it's not a cheap book, but you can't find it often. And it explains I had some people like, oh, don't read this unless you're really into strategy, which I am. It's like a 400-page book. It explains the blueprints of how the linear tactics work, and I love those type of things. I can sit there. It's not mundane for me. I can sit there and read for a while, and I'm trying to read more strategy to understand it. But of all the books I've collected, never had it before. So
just follow the Russians. Burn and retreat.
Yeah.
Burn and retreat. They beat the cherries twice using the same strategy.
Here's a fun one too. I'll throw you a Bender one back. So what period? So it's known as linear tactics, but it's also the art of Napoleonic warfare. What war was the last to utilize the Napoleonic warfare style or the linear style tactics?
Civil War.
Yep, the American Civil War was the last.
Really?
Yep.
Oh wow. Okay.
Because at that point, after the 1860s into the because obviously think about it, after that was the Indian Wars, which were like in the 1890s,
and then they got into
trench warfare,
and then trench warfare, and the advent of the tank.
Yep, that was during the Great War or World War I. Well, they call it the Great War because it was supposed to be the war.
If you ever come to Canada, we got to go to Ottawa because their war museum on the main level or in the basement level is nothing but trucks, tanks, motorcycles, and
I've heard that. Yeah, I'd love to go see it because
in our family, it's funny because I used to bug Jen's granddad before he passed because he had served, and I'd ask him, super questions. And so then I saw a motorbike, and I wonder if that was Jack's. I wonder if that's the one that he trained with, because they have and it's not just the Allies. The Axis stuff is there. It's there might have been a
they have everything. Yeah, they've got all kinds of.
There might have been an ambulance from the Vietnam War. They got all kinds of stuff. Anyways,
the thing that's fun about that, I will say this: I didn't do it this past. Well, obviously for personal things, my life has been in a sort of a limbotic state. But before that, I still hoping to get back. If pan out sooner than later. I'd like to go back to it, but I started one thing I always wanted to do when I was a kid, never had it, and I ran into this group when we went for a family trip to the local. They have like these Harvest Fest, and so there was a local place. But I actually started doing Civil War reenactment group, so I wear the whole uniform, carry the.
That's what I wondered. I just figured that's the next logical.
But the thing you learn really quickly, and I'll share this story. I didn't share it since everybody tells story time. I'll tell this story because usually we do smaller scale demonstrations, firing range, bayonets, all that stuff. I went up to, again, I'm going to speak like you know from this area, but you're not from this area. But I went up towards Lackawanna County in PA. That's more towards like the Pocono area. So a lot of outdoor, a lot of mountains, and there was an event up there. I went up and I had the uniform on and everything. I had my pouch and my cartridge pouch and my cap pouch, all that stuff. I'm familiar with the whole layout, for that. But we did more of a full scale. It was the first time I did more of a full scale battle, which was really interesting. So
now, are they functioning muskets?
Yeah. Yep.
Are they?
Yep. But they fire.
They teach you how to load it.
I know how to do it just from the years of doing it, but I'm pretty much fast enough. Here's a fun trivia for the historical buy. This is probably where I could probably run circles around it too. But the good soldier, average Civil War soldier can load how many rounds?
20.
No, it's a single shot musket.
Oh, in a minute?
How many rounds? In a minute.
In a minute, yeah. How many rounds in a minute? 6.
It's a good guess. It's 3.
Oh, it's 3? Oh, okay.
So you figure 20 seconds, and you see the hole. You pull the ramrod. You rip the.
I guess when the process would take some time.
I practiced. I get pretty close. But this particular time we were out there, I had my canteen. I'm wearing the wool uniform. So how we marched, we didn't go very far, but we're marching out. I had my haversack on. I'm pretty much fully loaded. Now the only thing that was mine was my underwear. It's 21st century. I'm not wearing, and I actually bought boots. They look like the shoes that soldiers would wear back then, but they were more modern, where they're waterproof. So I figure if we're marching in puddles and stuff, I want to make sure that they're I'm protected.
You don't end up with
water in my shoes.
Yeah.
But anyway, this particular day, this was in August, and so the landscape was. I was in the main company, so we lined up. We marched out. We were lined up along this wall. They had a cannon actually firing out there too. But the thing I remember most was that day was hot. It was like 90 degrees.
And you're wearing those big, are they wool?
They're wool uniforms. So I'm sweating like God knows what. I'm drinking water and hiding in my tent, or in a tent that I was borrowing. So obviously it doesn't look realistic, but I had a bottle of Gatorade stashed. But which is not authentic, quote unquote. But
what do you do if you're in the middle of battle and you got to use the men's room?
You either pee there, or I haven't had that problem thankfully, but oh my God, is it hot?
Can you run into the forest and tinkle?
You could, yeah. It was so hot, and it was
that would have been authentic.
There you go. I just know I pray, like you pray for death, because I'm like, I'd rather have a bullet shoot me through the head and take me out than die of this. Like I'm dying from heat stroke. Like
but you might lose some weight. That could be a positive.
But not that fast. Like that's not a hell. I'm like, my God. But I just remember it was so hot. I'm thinking, and then of course you figure if you're marching miles on top of that, then you got to fight at least 10 to 12 hours in the day. Like, geez. But I'm just maybe the reason I say this, the point of this story is it made me really appreciate the history of it more, because you think about, and again, I drove 2 hours to get to this location. Imagine trying to march there, taking probably like 6-hour march. And then you think about Grant's campaign marching across Tennessee with the whole, Fort Donelson and Fort Henry. So even Sherman's march to the sea when he burned Atlanta, you could think about that even too.
It's funny. There have been various times in my life where I've traveled through the Midwest or the South, and if you get, I wouldn't say stuck. If you follow a certain track, like every 45 miles is some sort of battleground.
Yep.
Some sort of event happened here, or surrender here, or massacre there, or whatever.
I recently drove through. Well, not recently. We took a trip down closer to the Delaware border, but I drove through. If you're familiar with Brandywine Village,
I've heard of it.
You know the Battle of Brandywine.
I don't know the Battle of Brandywine.
Okay, can you tell me what period it's from or what war it's from?
American Indian War.
Close. They call it the War for Independence.
Really?
The American Revolution.
American Revolution?
Yep.
Okay. Oh,
and that's okay. Well, here's just the short history behind it for those that want to know. Story time. I'm going to tell you anyway. But that was, and again, I'm saying this for Steve Bill members because you special. Well, I don't know. You probably have a wide range of history, but I'm assuming you touched on American history at some point.
Yeah, I had a couple courses in North American history.
So the British, they went to occupy Philadelphia. That was when did they occupy? September of 1777, I think, is when they occupied Philadelphia. The Battle of Brandywine took place as the British were marching to occupy Philadelphia. Washington and the Army intelligence received word. He marched quickly to intercept them, which the battle took place at Brandywine Village. So the basic statistics were it was British General William Howe with 18,000 redcoats, and it was General George Washington with 11,000 Continental soldiers. Battle was really over before it started. Obviously, the Americans lost that fight, but and a major reason from a strategy point, I still don't understand. I kind of understand Washington's tactics, but I don't understand the cardinal rule is you never let your flank down. He left his right flank wide open. So,
you did? Okay. Sorry, Jen. You good?
Yeah, I'm going to bed.
Okay. Night.
Night, Jen.
She was complaining that the smoke was getting close to the house.
Just lock the door. Let him sleep outside. He'll learn a lesson.
Yeah. Probably. I can't shower out here.
Well, if it rains, maybe you get lucky. I don't know, but I'm just saying.
Maybe. Anyway, sorry.
No, it's okay. No, the wife triumphs over that. It's fine. But yeah, no, I probably if I would have went back, if I would have went to, I can tell you honestly, if I would have went to teaching, I would have been a history teacher for sure. So
when I first got into it, I thought I'd be like Donald Sutherland with the patches on your elbows.
Oh yeah, yep.
Was it, the big battle was Potomac, Potomac? What's that one?
The Battle of the Potomac?
No. It's Appa.
Oh, Appomattox Courthouse.
Appomattox. Was that the bloodiest?
No, actually, the bloodiest battle of the Civil War. This is two different things. The bloodiest battle technically was Antietam Creek.
Oh, Antietam. Okay. All right. Yeah.
Yep. Now here's a fun one. What was the longest battle of the Civil War? I'll give you a hint. The anniversary is coming up. It's in the beginning of July. It's not too far from me either, actually.
I couldn't tell you.
It's a small town in Pennsylvania.
Salem. Oh, Pennsylvania.
Well, there is a Salem, Pennsylvania, but that's the wrong way.
It's wrong. I don't know.
Yeah.
Couldn't tell you.
That would be the Battle of Gettysburg. That lasted 3 days.
Oh, and did the North end up winning?
Eventually, yeah, and that was one of Lee's failed. You're probably familiar with Pickett's charge. That was the failed attempt to. And then Lee said later in his memoirs, "It was the dumbest decision I ever made. Why you would charge 10,000 men straight up? The tactics were not good. They had the high ground, they had the artillery. There was no way you're going to force them off of that ridge. But, yeah.
Did Lee die of old age?
Yeah, he died. Yeah, I think he was like 70 something.
Like did he die in like the 1910s, 1920s?
He lived. Yeah, I think it was. Let's see. I can tell you. I think it was. Let's see. He lived till the end. Let's see. He died 1870.
Oh, 1870. Okay.
He was 63. Yeah.
It was probably either cirrhosis of the liver or lung cancer.
Let's see what it says. It says overview. Let's see. He died of, where is it? Died. He passed away from complications following a stroke.
Well, back then, if you had a stroke, you're
pretty much finished. Yeah.
Now,
the sad one of my favorites actually wasn't. Well, Lee's one of my favorites, but you could probably guess who my other favorite commander was. I thought the South had better leaders down there, but You're familiar with a man named Tom Jackson?
Yeah. Yeah.
You are?
But again, I'm thinking about a class I took in 1994.
Okay. Well, his name was Thomas Jackson. He's better known as Stonewall.
Oh, Stonewall Jackson, yeah.
Was my favorite. He died.
You see the one, don't fire till you see the whites of their eyes? Was that Stonewall?
That was is that John Paul Jones? No. That was the American Revolution.
Yeah, I knew it was an earlier.
Jackson did something similar. I had this fun. You ever play like the what if scenario? What if history changed? I would love to see. What if Robert E. Lee accepted Lincoln's proposal and he became the commander of the Union Army? Could you imagine Lee versus Jackson on the battlefield? That would have been something I would have paid to.
You have to look up, or you might even know about the battle in Quebec.
Yes.
The Plains battle.
Yep.
Plains of Abraham.
Yep.
It was just like an open field, and it was just mano a mano.
Yep.
You don't see that. You don't see that kind of fighting that often anymore.
No, I mean, it's interesting, and I think that's one thing I love about the history of things is when history has really changed over the course of time, where you can see like from ancient fighting time. I go back to like the modern, like the Egyptians fighting, to like the wars, American, Continental War, things like that, to the World Great Wars, to. If you look at the history, how things have changed. Even then, I watched. It was a good film. I don't think it was horrible. It could have been better. Ridley Scott directed it. It was what's his name? Joaquin Phoenix played Napoleon. Wasn't a bad film, but
I think I saw part of it. I didn't see the whole thing.
But really, I read a lot of Napoleon because, I mean, for lack of the fact that he was a dictator and emperor, from a military standpoint, he was a good strategist as far as he engineered a lot of great victories there, where France was outnumbered.
A real pain in the ass. Like, he was supposedly just a ornery son of a gun.
Yeah, I mean, his personality lacks something, but at least I'm saying it's like speaking as a military commander, he had, and I like saying Washington was great. I mean, his tact, there's a lot of great men over history and young ones too. Like they're not as old as we think. Like you think, wily old veterans some of these guys are like 20 years old that are like Lafayette. Lafayette was 19 when he came over to help Washington during the, and actually Lafayette's advice to Washington was to take the fight to the British down south, like down in the states of like the Carolinas and down below Virginia.
Well, the South were behind the eight ball because they had the smaller population. They had the lesser, I would say, educational or privileges that the North did, but their advantage was their weather.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. That's why, as I say, you realize that's why Lafayette said for Washington during the Revolution, he said, "Why take the fight down south?" Because the Continental Army was losing ground up north, and the British are used to fighting in cold weather. Take them down south, and that changes the ball game drastically. So,
well, how long did it last? Was it 3 years?
The American Revolution?
No. Sorry, not the Revolution. The Civil War.
4 years.
Is it 4 years? And it was the bloodiest war in American history, right?
I mean, the thing that makes it that is it was the first time we've ever seen it was if enemies weren't foreign, they were domestic. So it's the first time a civil war, seeing a country turn on itself. Because really we haven't had since then. It was all enemies that were foreign. So
did more Americans die in the U.S. Civil War than World War II?
Highest casualty rate. That's why that's kind of one of my jokes. I'm like, you realize the Civil War didn't have many veterans after because it was such archaic and such. What's the other word I'm looking for? It was such gruesome combat that, and you think about it, you're standing in rows there. You have at least, if there's 3 guys standing, at least 2 out of those 3 are going to drop to one side or the other because you're going to take a bullet. So,
yeah.
And if you also,
Jen's granddad was he used to lay the lines in the mud.
Oh, really?
He was a communications guy. So he'd lay them down, or he'd have to get up the pole and do all that kind of stuff. And it was funny. We talked about the War Museum. I said, you might have to pick up the odd motorbike. Did they train you really well? Yeah, your training is you get on the fucking motorbike and
you go. What I really want to find out, I'm curious, is I know a lot of people say, who am I famously related to? I'd love to know. I know I had some relatives in the Civil War, but I wonder if there's anybody famous for. I actually had relatives that fought on both sides.
Well, you would know better. You would know better than I. When the Civil War ended, were the Southern troops, were they charged with war crimes, or they just let them go back and work on the farm? How did that?
What they did was, and this was part of Lincoln's pardoning process, or the government's pardoning process. What they had to do was, and most Southerners did, they had to basically take an oath of the South was wrong, and blah 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 blah. They had to renounce the practices of the South. They were readmitted back to the Union. Then it kind of put the nation back together.
But like the quote unquote governor had to recite that.
And there's and basic leaders, they pardon anything to satisfy the U.S. government. So once they did that, they were. And if you think about it, most people said, why did he do? Well, think about it. The purpose of the war wasn't to destroy it, because again, we're fighting our own brothers there. It's not like we're fighting enemies. And there was a reason why Lincoln said, I want the war over quickly, because carnage and devastation destroys an economy, and we're fighting it within our own. We're burning American cities here. So it's not like the devastation's like over in Vietnam, we come back. It's right here. So, and that's part of history you learn about the Civil War and Reconstruction. So the idea was to put the nation back together, not to hold grudges, not to split it down the middle, but to reattach it to, because the country wouldn't have probably survived had it not gone that route.
I would still say south of, I don't know, Maryland or so, there's a certain chunk that won't give it up. Like
no.
The South will ride again, and I have nothing against Southerners. They're absolutely awesome people. I've dealt with many of them. But some of them, will still have the what's the flag on the General Lee?
The Confederate flag.
The Confederate flag. And the openly sold in parking lots and such.
No, here's the thing. I do support that. This is where I'm going to say this publicly on here. People are probably going to bash for it, and I don't care because it's my right. Obviously, I support the use of the Confederate flag for one reason, not because I know it's associated with a bad. People say, "Oh, why is it? It's a bad remembrance of." I actually have a flag. I bought this. It's one of those. It starts on the left. You've seen the American flag. It starts as the stars and stripes, and then halfway through the flag, it turns into the Confederate flag. So my point is, it's blending both flags. And the reason I fly that is it's the same thing. They're both flown by Americans. You can't have one and not. Like, people will burn the Confederate flag. And I will quickly say, if you're going to burn that flag, you got to burn the stars and stripes, because it's still an American flag, regardless of the ties to the, it's tied to killing the black folks. That has no bearing on that. And like, I blame the government now, where I don't know how much American history you keep up on. They actually did away with, Mississippi was the last state. Every state has a state flag as well as the main flag. Mississippi state government, they took the flag down, they took the bars out of the state flag, and I think that's a disrespect to the country for that, because that's been that flag for such a long time.
Well, how long ago did they do it?
That was about 6 years ago, maybe.
Okay.
And the other thing that really bothers me as well, and you might have seen this in the news, in Virginia, they took down the statue of Robert E. Lee.
No, I didn't see that. I don't agree with taking it down.
No, and the reason is, we don't.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, go ahead. No, you go ahead. I want to hear your point.
I was just going to say, the reasoning is because it reflects, in some people's terms, a racist event, or
what they claim is they did it because we don't pay homage to a man who fought to keep slaves. And here's where I argue back, and people don't pay attention to history. If you know anything about U.S. history for that, Robert E. Lee did not fight because of slavery. He fought for his home state. He fought to defend Virginia. It wasn't because he agreed with the slavery and all that. Because people blackball him. And I made a comment to someone. I was so ticked off. I'm like, you know what? You may as well take down the statue of Stonewall Jackson. Oh, we can't do that. But yet you can take Robert E. Lee statue. So how is that fair? Oh, no. I said, I'm offended by you taking down, like I said to someone, then take down the statue of Abraham Lincoln over it. Why would you do that? Because it offends me. Because you were offended by Robert E. Lee. So if I'm offended by the Lincoln statue, my whole point was the hypocrisy of it. If you're going to say that, there's so much political BS, pardon my French, but, I can be honest. It's my First Amendment right to say, freedom of speech. Even, you want to hear something very sad, talking about the reenacting thing? The bigger events are down like in Gettysburg, like the battlefield. You can actually, I haven't gone down. I want to go down at some point. There's like 25, 30,000 people that go down for these reenactments. They're probably going to be down there again this July coming up because every year around the anniversary, people go down there. Now, you can reenact down there. Like people can dress up, but the park actually, now this is Gettysburg. This is the national park that preserves the battlefield, okay? Now tell me how this makes sense. They have banned it where you can't carry Confederate flags on the battlefield. What's the point of?
Yeah, that's a bit silly.
What's the point? How do we pay? Because you're paying homage to. It's an important part of our history. I'm not saying it was a great time, but you can't change. It makes us who we are. That's what built the country.
George Santayana once said, "Those who ignore history are doomed to repeat it."
Over and over and over again. And what are we doing? This is one thing I say, at least hopefully Canada is better than we do. We don't learn from our own mistakes for that. But, you can't erase. That's the thing. And that's why I actually joined this group. It was to preserve history because the history books are changing. People are trying to edit history. You can't change history. I mean, it is what it is. There's some people that you probably heard this old saying in the sects where people say, oh, well, there's no such thing as the Holocaust. Yeah, there's documentation. It did happen. Just because you say it doesn't happen, it did happen. So I don't know how people believe that BS.
You're going to have to go on Carter's podcast.
Which one?
The one where it's conspiracies and.
Oh, why? What were they talking about? Was
no. I'm just saying you can bring, theories and.
There's actually a lot. I have a book somewhere I was reading about all these things that actually happened during the things that we don't see in our public, the things that are behind the scenes. Even the assassination.
Last night I was flipping around and there was a reel of a few politicians or public figures or whatever, and they had a different breathing method where the chin went up and down or something, and they said it was they're reptiles. They're part of that clan, the reptilian. I'm like, oh.
people get this is the
type in Yahoo or Google and type in reptilian underground or reptilian power structure. Or
you'll find it, yeah.
Yeah, you'll find it.
Well, and here, lastly, I'll just say this. Here's my last 2 cents for anybody out there, especially if you're learning to educate yourself. Make sure you ask questions and make sure you find the right, especially from a history standpoint, you actually research and don't take everything you read online at face value because
no. If you're into history, you have to be critical of everything. Yeah.
Challenge everything. Where's the facts?
Until you get all-rounded facts from different sources and you're able to parse out what happened based on your own. Yeah,
you can't take face. Like I said, I've studied it for, how old am I now? 20, more than 25 years. So, and I've read just about every manuscript book. I look at different viewpoints. You have to be critical. You have to challenge questions because what happens is if you take it at face value, now again, the internet doesn't always get things right. We know this. People are trying to change history. So depending on the book, and it's funny, like people say this is crazy, but talk about conspiracy, but a lot of history books are being edited. They're changing certain things that are not talked about. Like, if you read certain books, you notice there's a piece of section missing here. Like, where is, like, that wasn't there when I was a kid. I remember reading and I'm like, this is not in this book all these years later. Like, what are they doing to these books? You can't erase what happened. Bad times, good times. You have to take it in full, regardless, because it helps us, especially in the U.S. Now we're celebrating 250 years. Oh, which, by the way, reminds me, in case we can throw this as a shameless plug since we're talking about it. Where is it?
Might as well.
May as well, because it's here. I got to find the right photo.
There's hot dogs and apple pie. There you go.
As soon as it pops up, there we go. Speaking of that, Three Amigos, we're celebrating 250th anniversary birthday of America. That'll be Friday, July 3rd, 10:30 p.m. Eastern time. Check that out. Coming up soon, about almost a month away already. So keep it on your calendar and mark it down.
I thought my ears were ringing, but it's crickets.
Oh, there you go. Well, you are getting older, so it could happen.
I now get those ads. If you're 50 plus, you can get a certain percentage off hearing aids.
Are you getting AARP yet too?
No, because I'm not American.
Oh, that's right. That's an American thing. You would be getting it if you were here. Okay, maybe there are perks.
No. Like for us, we don't get Social Security. I don't know. Maybe you can at 55. You can get but if you wait until you're 65, the percentage you take home is higher.
You get the full, yeah. That's how it is here in the U.S. I don't know if it changed, but if you wait there, you get full benefit. If you take it earlier, you only get partial. So
yeah.
But see now for your case, I mean, well, let's see, you're what, 51?
Yeah.
Now I don't know if
I'll be 52 on the 3rd of June.
Now from a teaching though, how many years did you put in?
So far I've put in 20 permanent and 3.5 as a supply teacher.
Is there a way, like, and I'm not sure from an education, but like, you know, how, like in the police, well, like you can retire younger, like you put so many years in, you can retire early. You don't have to go to like you're 70 or whatever. Like,
I mean, it depends. Right now, we're a factor of 85.
Okay.
But there was points in Ontario where they wanted to thin the herd, as they say, so they would move it up to a factor of 80. And then you could just okay.
But like if you hit, let's say, like if you hit 25 years, can you put your retirement in? Like, is there a certain moratorium of a?
You keep going until you hit the factor of 85, unless, and that would be the earliest time for non-discounted pension. You get your full pension.
Okay.
But if you leave before then, certain percentages come off each year.
Yeah, the longer you're now, does that hurt you? Like now you're out on you're out on what, like medical leave?
I'm on, yes.
What's considered medical leave?
But I would still, but I'm still employed by the school board. So, but it would impact it to an extent, yes.
So you're on kind of like a leave with pay kind of thing. Yep. And that's where, like you said, it cuts your overall salary down because obviously you're not actively, but you still get like at least a partial for.
Yeah, and we pay. We still get benefits,
which is good. I mean, you know, obviously, well, you put the time in. That's the thing. Like the problem in this day and age, especially in the U.S. specifically, is that's why I mentioned the whole tenure thing. Is most teaching at that time. Tenure no longer exists because school boards can't guarantee jobs long term. So, which is unfortunate.
I always heard that the states that paid the best for teachers were like Massachusetts, Vermont, Rhode Island, New Hampshire, even I don't know about New York State because they flip back and forth. But the ones that are the worst paying are your Alabamas, Tennessees. You know, they just don't have the same amount of income.
Well, what's funny is I may have shared this story, but I had an old girlfriend at the time when we were dating. She's probably about the same age as my somewhat current, if you want to call her that, relationship now. That's a whole other story. But when we started, this was before her though. We started dating. She was working as a substitute teacher. She wanted full time at the school where I think it was her alma mater actually, where she graduated from. Could not get full time. There were no positions. I remember we had this conversation because we would chat nighttime on the phone and text and all, Facebook, blah blah blah. She had an opportunity and she said, "What do you think?" She was thinking about taking a job offer in Florida because Florida was looking for people around this area to come down. It was a full-time gig though. It was more than what she was getting now. She wasn't even getting her. So it would have at that time would have given her like a tenured spot too. So I said, well, because basically she was down to barely working as a substitute. She was working at a gas station to supplement because she's getting like one day of substitute teaching a week, which can't live off that obviously. I just remember saying to her, like, you know what, you went for a degree in teaching and that's your passion. I know we just started dating and stuff. I said, well, I don't want to be the reason. It's up to you. If you want to go, we figure out how to make it work. Because I know she would support me if I had a dream job to go there, but I said, I'm not going to talk you out of it. You have to, but it involves you moving. It's a big move. Can you do that? And I think ultimately she didn't do it ultimately, but it was a position of, I just said, I'm taking myself out of the equation of, I don't want to be the reason you choose not to take the job. If you take it, Don't factor me into
Now,
that decision.
I'm sure there are some wonderful, absolutely fantastic teachers in Florida. I'm sure there are some wonderful schools, but on the whole, not a chance.
Ian, I don't know. This is also like 10 years ago, so it's probably different now, especially. It was just at that time for her, she looked everywhere in this remote area, like just could not find like the Allentown district, which you're familiar with there, they were not hiring like anything. They were laying off and firing more than they were hiring, as it were. So
in other words, the veteran teachers weren't retiring.
Nope.
The income was good. You got your benefits, and that, you'd rather be a miserable SOB for teaching than not be teaching. because it's still, I think at that point, that was right at the cusp before it ended. Tenure was still guaranteed there, so most people still had that protection of the job there. So you asked me about tenure, and we don't have tenure here. We just go by seniority,
right?
And if you're in the bottom 4% and they have to let go,
you go first.
Yeah, it would go by seniority.
Yep.
There's no need for tenureship, because
now I'm not an educator, but in my mental logic, I really don't understand the principle. I mean, I do and I don't understand the schematics for that, but
no, because the theory is that we are evaluated, and if you're evaluated to be competent, they'll give you another 5 years until you're evaluated again.
Yeah, barring there's no change or anything. Yeah,
there have been teachers in my experience that were, there were struggles or issues, and the principal 8-balled them with a pretty difficult class. And then they come out of it okay. So then everybody just shuts or it sinks them. Like you make what you bake kind of deal. Anyways,
I
was going to say, are we going to wrap it up soon?
Yeah, I want to actually end it on this note, because I want to share something you said earlier, unless you had another thing you just wanted to share. I just want to point this out, because I did do, and if anybody hasn't seen, if you follow me, you saw I did that, my little life update post. I do these little things on Facebook Live. I kind of try to update things, but I wanted to bring that up. I
listened to it for about 5 minutes. It was deep.
Yeah, it wasn't my intention to, but sometimes you have moments where it just kind of hits you. But one of the things I said, which I don't know if you got super far into it, but I said, I think it was towards the end, so it's probably after you had listened to the beginning part. But one thing I learned, and I said, I'm still trying to struggle to find what makes me happy and doing the things we love to do. And I know there's the old adage, you do what you have to do, and I've done that. But I'm at a point in life where I'm like, I want to take more risks, because I don't want to be those persons that you go your whole life not trying to pursue any goals or dreams, and then you look back and you say, what if? Now, do I expect to accomplish everything? No. But if I tell myself I can't do that and I stop trying, and I subscribe, you probably might have heard this theory, the quote from Theodore Roosevelt, it's better to have tried and failed than to have never tried at all.
Absolutely. It's like the Wayne Gretzky quote.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Yep.
So, but that's what I was saying to people. I want to bring up, because you mentioned about, it's in our country here in the U.S. specifically. I mean, I'm not sure. I know Canada's probably going through some things too, but we're going through an economic crisis where the war and all this stuff going on. It's hard in this day and age. We're heading for a depression. Now, it concerns me, because I'm like, how the heck do I get through it? But I try not to stress about it, because it doesn't do any good.
I can tell you this. Like, I'm not a huge news guy or anything. I figure if there's something important to find out, I'll find out. But the economy here isn't, like, it's not the greatest, but it's not depreciably worse.
So it can't be worse than us right now.
No, like when everybody was making those jokes about, chicken eggs are so expensive.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I didn't know what the hell you're talking about. There was no difference for us for cost of eggs.
Well, the problem there was because the fact that there were certain items, because we get a lot of exported items. I think Canada does as well. People don't want to deal with us, and see, this is the problem. Like I said, this is where I'm concerned with the president's actions now, and the countries that we piss off now, that we rely on certain items. Like when you're dependent, this is part of the problem. I said that's like being independent, being yourself. When you're dependent on somebody else, And like the United States, we import so many goods from other countries that we rely on. We are not enough we need to go back to the way, talk about history. We need to go back to planting our own food. This is what Trump was trying to do initially. Go back to bringing businesses, stop exporting businesses out of the country, bring jobs, bring economy back here. American, like how many American, it's funny actually, I bought some, every year for this time, I always buy like a little American flags to decorate for the holiday season, like 4th of July. And you realize what the tag on the back of this American flag says, right? It doesn't say made in China. It doesn't say made in America. It's an American flag made in China. So bottom line is there's not a lot of American produced. I try to support companies that are American based here. But what I was saying is the wrapping up part of this was this all ties into, for anybody listening, old, young, especially younger, if you're just coming out of high school, starting to develop your adulthood, look at opportunity where do what you have to do. Obviously, you got to pay bills, you have responsibilities. If you can make it, if you can find income, take it. But don't give up on your dreams of furthering your education, finding that dream job, becoming independent, doing more like what we're, content creating, doing this. A lot of people are doing that now. It's a big thing. Don't be afraid of, and I'm telling you this, like I would tell myself, if I could go back in time, because this is where I'm trying to challenge myself now at my age now. If I would have known this like 20 years ago, it would have been helpful. I did know it, but I wasn't strong enough to challenge myself at that time. But now I'm at a critical junction. I'm like, you know what? What do I have left to lose? It's better to go all or nothing than be too cautious and never try anything. So whatever part of life you're at, and even for people like Bill's age, or even, not to put too much fun on you, we'll go older than that, like you're towards retirement. Don't be afraid to try new things, do opportunities that maybe things you couldn't do before. Don't be afraid because, I don't know if I can financially do. I'm worried about the debt's always going to be there. Let's just be honest. If you're worried about more debt's always going to be there. It's not going away. And I always tell this joke, and you may have heard this similar joke. Well, obviously you're in Canada, but the United States, we've been in debt since the American Revolution. 250 years ago, we've been in debt. So nothing changes as far as the debt just gets pushed.
Well, that's what I always say, because you know what? Regardless of who's in power,
doesn't matter. Yep.
Of who wins the municipal election, you've still got your family, you've still got your job, you've still got your house. Like you control what you can control. And I mean, there are certain jobs that might be affected by the winner or loser depending upon contracts and things. But for the most part, it might be the other guy who you didn't want to win, or the other girl that you didn't want to win. But life goes on, really. I mean, unless they bring in communism or something.
See, that's the other thing. That's a great point. Like we could be, and I try to say this, 'cause I try not to complain. Like I didn't really complain much before, but I try not to do it. But like we could be so far off, we could be so worse off than we are sometimes. And I think we complain too. Well, I say we as Americans do, because we bitch about everything. Let's be honest. You probably have seen it. You could probably make jokes about it, which is fine.
Well, it's the same. It's what do Canadians do? They bitch about when it's too cold, and then they bitch about when it's too hot. It just it is what it is,
But you take it as, look, you know what? There's you've probably heard this. I heard this growing up a lot. You probably heard similar. There's always somebody far worse than you. So if you think you have it bad, and I've seen around here lately a lot of homeless people. Like it's
in the era I grew up in. Every 10 minutes on TV, when there was a commercial with some emaciated African Ethiopian that was hanging on by a thread, eating, plain rice and a sliver of bread or something, And so we were always like, the parents would say things like, there's kids in Africa that would love that piece of liver, or, whatever, that green bean.
So eat it, clean your plate. Yep.
Or you could end up like Jose, or whatever his name is. That's not an anti-Spanish thing. I just couldn't think of a name. Whatever the name was, you could end up worse than him, And so you're like, I'll friggin' eat my beans, or whatever it is.
Yep. That's why I said that was the end of my little poster. That's why I want to end this here from my point is be happy, be content with what you have. You have your health, you have your family, you have loved ones there.
And ladies and gentlemen, if you're listening, there is a reason I usually end most of my programming with "Let's be good people," because at the end of the day, It's your neighbor you're relying on. Yet, no more, you know what? Maybe they didn't vote for who you thought, or maybe they make too much noise when they cut the grass, or whatever. They're the people that in the crunch will come through for you. Or if they don't, you find the guy 2 houses down or the gal 3 houses down. People are people. And I've told this to Justin. The 2 groups of people that can sniff you out quicker than anything, well, things, dogs. Dogs will know, you'll know within 30 seconds.
Right away. Yep.
And kids in kindergarten.
Yeah.
They have no filter.
Yep.
Or maybe it's improper to say kindergarten. Any child under the age of 7.
Yeah. That's probably better. Yeah.
There's no filter. So wouldn't you rather be someone that they are affectionate towards or at least respect versus when a dog don't like someone, he don't or she don't like them.
Oh,
and
yeah.
So again, there's lots of societal issues right now. There's lots of financial issues. There's religious things. There's debt. There's unemployment. There's calamities. But you know what? At the end of the day, live your life. Cherish your loved ones. And be good people.
And do the best you can. That's all we can do. So, as long as, and the key thing I always heard is if you do your best effort, nobody can fault you for that. And I'll leave you. This is my last favorite phrase, and this is what I'm hoping for. I'm still doing this now. I'm almost 37 years old. I've been doing this since I graduated high school, which is almost 20 years ago. Wow. So tells you how old I am. But one of the things I heard, this was at a high school graduation years ago. I went to a friend's graduation, and the principal was giving the opening speech, I think, whatever it was. And one of the things he said was, and I always clung to these words, I held on to it because it spoke to me specifically. And I think this is true for anybody if you try hard enough. But if you can find, and I think we all can, if you can find a job that you love, you'll never work a day in your life. And I think that's important where I know people do what you have to do, but you don't want to be miserable. And I've shared this with the guys. I've been through some rough patches where I've been places where I'm like, you know what, it's just not worth it with the drama and all this stuff. As much as, it's losing up on a job. But I'm like, we're also human beings. I don't want to be treated like a dog, using Bill's analogy with that too. So the point is for anybody out there too, is find something that makes you happy. Maybe you don't necessarily end your dream job right away, but find something that is good that you can work with, that you can do, pursue other things, but never stop giving up on yourself. Never stop giving up on your dreams there, no matter how impossible. And more than likely, most people are not going to support that. They're going to criticize you for it. Hang in there. You can make it. And that's kind of what we're doing here. A lot of why we do a lot of this stuff, we have fun, we goof around, we have those fun moments, but we also try to be positive and share some light there. And that's what we're trying to do here, because we want to encourage people. That's always been my vein doing that one.
Trust us. If you have a job that you do love or you enjoy or you want to get into, it really does make a difference. Yeah. I had many, many work years that were absolutely awesome. Yeah. And sometimes things take a turn. But, it's how you get yourself up. I've been very open about my mental health battles. Yeah. But if you're able to see the forest through the trees and know that if you put the work in and grind, you'll come out the other end. And I'm not one of those, I'm not a preacher. I'm not a counselor. I'm just somebody who's been through it.
Yep. So that's the nice thing. That's why I said this nice thing with this kind of thing is we are all real people. We might have some maybe minor celebrity status. People know us by now being on the shows, but we're real people speaking real truths and talking about real things that we're trying to help our fellow man by doing things like this to educate you guys, uplift you guys, give you entertainment, give you facts maybe you didn't know about before.
On that positive note, if you want some entertainment, some laughter, and some hilarity, you can check out music, movies, sports, and stuff on all of your podcatchers. You're on Apple, we're on Spotify, we're on iHeartRadio, any of the major podcatchers catching softwares, Google, we're there. So each episode's between an hour and a half and 2 hours. Nothing too heavy, but I will tell you, I've already recorded the first segment of 4 for the next episode. It was 45 minutes. So I was very into it. So if you're getting me, you're getting at least research and fun, and I will never talk down to anybody. Everybody's having fun.
Boom, there you go. And of course, exclusively on Airway Kingdom Network, where you can find a lot of talent. We have some, again, we said earlier at the beginning, we have new shows coming out as well, but you can also be sure to check out, we have more What's Up Bro stuff coming out this weekend, so keep tabs on that. We'll keep you guys posted. The What's Up Bro show. Fun place to go if you want more.
If you're watching, comment, what ages do you think they are in those pictures?
Yeah. That would be a fun one. We'll give a special door prize if you get the hammer or you nail the hammer on the head or whatever the saying goes there.
You can get both of their ages. We'll make Nurse Ratched perform punishment.
That's an idea. We didn't tell him that, but that's an idea. There you go.
You got to take a number 2. That's what happens.
That's what happens. Yep, you catch out early. That's what happens. Let's see. Anything else we have? I think we got everything covered.
The only thing I would mention is if there's anybody out there that is a fan of social media, if there's anybody out there that wants to have a career as a social media manager or behind promotions, or you almost get yourself a little bit of a legal background because there's lots of things you got to read and look up and what's true and what you can do.
Yeah.
Right now, there's a big issue between content creators and copyright. And so we're looking for somebody who's eager, who's looking to make connections, is looking to get some valuable experience, and is looking to put something really good on a resume, whether you're in high school going to university, if you're in junior college trying to get into university, if you're somebody that's trying to get out into the workforce, we can put in a good word for you. Yep. So email us at airwaykingdomnetwork@gmail.com and let us know that you're interested, because this starts as volunteer, but it can escalate in time. So please.
We do, yeah. And we do have some projects and things, and we are obviously dipping into some entrepreneurial business things where some money might be coming in. So the more you help us with that, and the more we grow that, it can very easily kick back as well. So that's just another incentive. But we'd love to have you work with us. Again, no major qualifications, no major background other than just if you're good at tech stuff and good with social media, come let us know. Preferably, though, obviously at least 18 years of age if possible. I mean, if you're a little bit younger, we'll consider that. But we just have to have some kind of a capper there. But yes, let us know. Email us. We'll get back to you very soon. I think that's everything we have for now. What are we at? Friday, technically coming to Saturday, so we'll have a new show this week coming up.
We always come on these shows and say, "Oh, we'll be 30, 45 minutes." Here we are. It's 2 hours.
Sometimes it just depends on the nature of the show. Like sometimes we just have fun, we roll with it, and it's a weekend. Like if it was during the week, we probably wouldn't. But it's good entertainment there. And
at 12:15, I would have just left you.
You probably would. Yeah. Well, we got into some good conversation, so it's not like we were just frivolously wasting our time either.
No, absolutely. I don't regret it. I'm just saying
it's fun how it. Well, that's the thing.
This will affect you in the work world as well. If you're just kind of getting into that, you might have the best laid plans blow away in the wind.
But sometimes, and I've said before, I've had experiences where I've planned a show to go a certain amount of time. Sometimes it goes over. But like we had a show, I'll just send this, then we'll end it here. But when we had we had a guest on and some friends of ours on, I was only planning, we were still doing audio only. I was only planning for maybe an hour, hour and a half. We pushed it. Now the max recording time, I think at that time we had, was it 3 hours? I think it was, no, actually, what time did we start? I'm not sure if it had to be more than 3 hours. I think it was 5 hours, something like that. And I'll just put it this way. We pushed it right to the deadline. Like I had 5 minutes left. So a show I thought was going to be like an hour, hour and a half, was almost a 5 hour show.
Well, we had on the other podcast I'm on is called Land of the Creeps. It's a horror podcast. Check it out. If you like horror movies, it's easy, laid back. We were calling our friend Peter Nielsen in Sweden. He's Finnish, but he lives in Sweden. And we were talking Scandinavian horror movies. And because of the time difference, the episode ended up lasting 6 hours. By the time the episode was over, the sun was rising for him.
Yeah. But
So
no, we do try to monitor. It happens. Sometimes, it's not often, but
yeah, it happens. And, sometimes there are some episodes where after half an hour you're like, we're done.
We're done. But sometimes if it gets really good, it's kind of hard to shut off. Like tonight, sometimes we get into it and some things happen. But
and if anybody had the chance to see yesterday's episode of What's Up, Bro, it was an absolute blast. We talked about our favorite all-time movies.
Yeah, we're gonna do more on that. You can check that's available now. We're gonna do some more. We're gonna expand that. We talked about some other things there.
If there's anything out there that you would like us to do a countdown on,
let us know.
Actresses,
could be anything.
It could be your favorite, brand of deodorant, whatever. Just give us
let us know. Yeah, again, we always say we want active audience. Give us some ideas. We want to build content you want to see. So, but yeah, stay tuned for more, you guys. We appreciate you being here. Hope you enjoyed the show. Have a great weekend here. Whatever you're planning to do. It's supposed to be, I guess, kind of miserable in some parts, but it's supposed to perk up. I guess Sunday's going to be like almost 80s again. So perfect time to be out and about. And again, stay tuned for more. We got plenty more content coming up. We'll be sharing with you guys. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow us. We're going to be expanding more on the social media platform for the network, which you can find all of us. Yeah.
Enjoy your weekend.
Have fun. Look forward to more content. We'll be back for more. I hope you guys will be excited about that. We appreciate everybody being here tonight. In case you forgot already, this has been the Three Amigos podcast. Three Amigos, one mic, no limits. You never know what can happen on this show. We're so glad you guys could tune in and join us. We hope you guys will be back soon for more. We'll see you next time. Good night. Arrivederci. Au revoir. Tar for now. Goodbye. And did I miss anything? I think I got it all right.
I love you, sweet leaf. Da-na-na.
Perfect. There you go. See you all next time, you guys. Good night and party on, Garth. Or party on, Wayne. Party on, Garth.
Party on, Garth.
Yep. We'll see you all next time. Until then,
Swing.
ole.
Ole.